Good evening. I will touch on the topic, bridging the skill gap on the current workforce. I'll cut some slides because we have short time. Very interesting facts are there that there are about access is only to about 200 million population. The education proper access is there, and all of us has gone through these numbers. So I will not speak. 10% of the MBAs are employable. So let's look at the case study. There is a case study done by one of the research company. I'm going to discuss that, and that reflects actually what is lacking in the current workforce, and what are the skill sets required. What are the question asked to the research company was, what are the biggest skill gaps because of which students fail to get a MNC job, and why are some people not able to reach their full potential? Now, this is related to the upgradation of their skill set when they are in the job. So the findings are very interesting. Actually, this slide is a quite interesting slide. It clearly says that English is a key component of if you want to rise in the job. So if your current workforce, if your communication skill, especially in English, is not good, chances are you may not become a CEO of a company. And on a large company, yeah, you can be an entrepreneur, but may not become a CEO for a large company or a MNC. And of course, there are skill set required. Even I was talking to one of the Wipro's senior executive in HRD, and he was talking that even the English, when their 95% of their business comes from abroad, these are consulting, either they are consulting banks or some of the companies abroad, and they're working. When they send an email, their employees send an email. Email is also not very clear to the counterparts when they go to Western world, either US or Europe. So that is a very key component. So it's a serious stuff. And service sector is a big employer in the country, and that's what is growing. And we are going to become a super power on the knowledge front. And that is where education will play a big role. So I think business communication is a key. Grooming, corporate sensitization means how do you deal with your peers, how you talk to your seniors, how do you talk to your customers. That is also clearly an issue. Presentability and GD, group discussion, how you conduct the discussions when you have a subject matter with the client. I think that is very important. Because every talk is not happening at a very senior level, at a VP level. It's also happening at a manager level and assistant manager level. So if they are not communicating and their group behavior is not good, and they can just shut up somebody and say that, no, you are wrong, I think the business is dead. So these are simple things. He may not mean that you are wrong. Actually, he may mean that I have a different point of view. Now, there are two different things. Same way, basic IT skills, how to handle a computer. Now I think it will be difficult because you will have to handle Samsung Galaxy or iPads. I think that is where the whole system is going to move in the knowledge front. And same way, practical knowledge in the service sector. What we are doing, how the coding happens, how the process flows happen. I'm just talking of one sector, but this is what is reflective in most of the high quality sectors, and which is where the India is growing. Same is sales and customer service. How do you do sales? What is the customer service? I think these are the lacunas. So this is the Elements Academia which did the survey. So clearly, again, we have all gone through this. What is problem? What are the problems? We have a rote system. We have mark-oriented education system, and we lack practical skill. So we are focusing more on theory. I think that has to change. So what are the new global trends? So this is something new which I will be talking, which none of the speakers have touched. We are becoming a knowledge-based society. There is access to everybody, who can transform the information and meaningful. Actually, education, we have to look in a totally different way. Today we have closed book examinations. We have to have internet-based examinations. Now, this is a totally different, and we are not even thinking about it. The younger people have already moved to that level. Okay, they have information on their click. Okay, they don't need your books. They have better material than your books, which are written way backward, 20 years back. And we will never be able to catch up. I will talk about that. Innovation-based society is emerging. Clearly, which is creative. Every day there is new creations happening, new things are happening, and we need to look at how the knowledge is being imparted so that it becomes contextual to the application with the new way of society emerging. I can give you some examples. Google, we haven't heard this 1998. It is one of the $200 billion company. You talk of Facebook, 2004, the Facebook was formed, and today it looks like it is an everyday business for all the youngsters, and it is a $50 billion company. So this is where the whole different economy is going to come up in the space, and knowledge economy will be the key economy where India has to play a big role, because we have a huge human population and we can play a really great work. If you see, knowledge and innovation based jobs are moving to India and China, and that's what Obama is crying. You know, he's saying that all the jobs are going to India and China. Now here India can play a game. Now point is, are we ready? China is coming up the curve. I think they are going to produce lots of Chinese with English. Okay, probably we will have Chinglish kind of a thing. You know, they have a typical accent. So I think we are going to have major competition. So I think English is going to be big key component of our new economy. Personal success in innovation society will require novelty at the individual level. So it will be at individual level how creative that individual is and what is their contribution to the organization. So it's no more that I am a part of the process. So I pass that paper to another one carries it to next, and you know, I am doing my job. I think that is where what is the creativity, what value add I have done in that job. I think that will be the change, and that is a skill set, inquiry skill set we have to set up in our current workforce. And even technology is changing human behavior. You know, there is no more geographical or economical and social barriers there. Anil Ambani may be chatting with the most poorest person in Zimbabwe, okay, and we don't know. He will not know that he's chatting with that guy, and that is the barrier. The barriers have been broken. Twitter may be going there. He may be emailing. So the processes and systems are going to be quite different, and we have to acknowledge this in our education. We are not even looking at it. We are just, this internet is something else and my education is something else. I think we have to link both this together and see where we can play a part and how we can change our education system. Now, the jobs which are existing today